Hello everyone, myself Sagar Gunani from Elite Careers and this video lecture is on trigonometry part 2. In this video I am going to cover few problems related to it. So let's start. If cos 11 pi by 6 is equal to x, then find the value of x. In this question, the value of cos is at an angle 11 pi by 6. This 11 pi by 6 is converted into degree, that is 11 into 180 degree divided by 6. So 6 3s are 18. Answer is 11 into 30, that is 330 degree. Now we need to find out the value of cos at an angle 330 degree. Now we know that the value of cos for certain specific angle are available to us, and that specific angles are 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Apart from this standard angles, we don't know the value of cos for any other angles. Now we can represent this given angle, that is 330 degree, into the value of standard angles. Now how it can be done? We know that 330 can be written as 360 degree minus 30 degree. Fine. Now if we apply cos on both the side, that is cos 330 degree, then it will be equal to cos 360 degree minus 30 degree. Now cos 360 degree minus 30 degree is equal to what? Cos 360 degree minus 30 degree, it is equal to cos 30 degree, because we have used one identity over here, that is cos 2 theta 2 pi minus theta is equal to cos theta. Now over here 2 pi is what? 360 degree and theta is 30 degree. So using the identity cos 2 pi minus theta is equal to cos theta, this cos 330 degree is converted into cos 30 degree. So the value of cos 11 pi by 6 is equal to what? Cos 2 pi minus pi by 6. Now this angle is in fourth quadrant, so x will be equal to what? Cos pi by 6, because value of cos in the fourth quadrant is positive. Now cos pi by 6 is nothing but cos 30 degree. Now the value of cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2. So the answer for value of x over here is root 3 by 2. Next question, if tan 45 plus cosec 30 is equal to x, then find the value of x. Now over here certain standard angles are given, and those standard angles are 30 degree and 45 degree. We know the value of tan and cosec for such standard angles. Now the value of tan 45 is 1 and value of cosec 30 is 2. So simply adding these two values you can get the value of x. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Let's move to next example. If value of cos, find the value of cos 225 degree plus cos 270 degree. Now over here cos 270 degree value is directly given because it is the standard angle, but cos 225 degree can be converted into standard angles like cos of 270 degree minus 45 degree, or it can be written as cos of 180 degree plus 45 degree. Anyway it can be written. So over here cos 180 degree plus 45 degree plus cos 270 degree is equal to what? This is 180 plus 45 degree, so it is in the third quadrant. So in the third quadrant all STC, so in the third quadrant the value of cos is negative, so it can be written as minus cos 45 degree, and the value of cos 270 degree is 0. So minus cos 45 degree is equal to what? Minus 1 by root 2. So in this case, if the values of angle are not in a standard angle, then they can be converted into standard angle using the identity of trigonometric functions. Now let's move to the next example. If value of sine A is equal to 4 by 5, then find the value of 4 plus tan A into 2 plus cos A. Now over here we can say that value of sine A is equal to 4 by 5. Let's consider a right angle triangle ABC with right angle at B. Now sin A is equal to 4 by 5 means what? This angle A is equal to value of opposite side upon hypotenuse. So opposite side is 4 and hypotenuse is 5. Now whenever one trigonometric identity is given, then we can find out the value of other trigonometric identities like tan A, cos A, sec A or any other trigonometric identities using right angle triangle. So if any one trigonometric identity is given, then the first step is to form the right angle triangle. Now in that right angle triangle, sin A is equal to 4 by 5. So opposite of angle A, the side length is 4 and hypotenuse is 5. Now using the Pythagoras theorem, we can say that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So from the Pythagoras theorem, we can find out AB, and the value of AB will be equal to 3. Now we know that all the three sides of the triangle are known, that is AB is equal to 3, BC is equal to 4 and AC is equal to 5. Then we can find out the trigonometric identity, that is tan A, because we need to find out the value of this formula, and in this formula tan A is given. So tan A will be equal to what? Opposite side upon adjacent side. So tan A will be equal to 4 by 3, and cos A will be equal to adjacent side upon hypotenuse, and that will be equal to 3 by 5. So once the value of tan A and cos A is known, we can substitute those two values in the given equation. So 4 plus tan A into 2 plus cos A, substituting the value of tan A and cos A, we can find out the value of given expression. So the value of given expression turns out to be 208 by 15. So in this kind of a formula, in this kind of problem, whenever any one trigonometric relationship is given and the value of that trigonometric relationship is given, then first step is to form the right angle triangle and find out the other trigonometric relations from the given expression. Now let's move to next example. What is the value of sine 90 minus a plus cos 180 minus 2a upon cos 90 minus 2a plus sine 180 minus a? Now we have trigonometric identity. Like there are total 4 quadrants, first, second, third and fourth. So 90 minus a means what? It is in the first quadrant. Now whenever we convert 90 minus a, that is odd multiple of pi by 2, sine will be converted into its complementary function. So sine becomes cos. So sine 90 minus a will be equal to cos a plus cos 180 minus 2a. 180 minus 2a means what? The angle is in second quadrant, because here it is 90 and here it is 180. So 180 minus something, so that will be in second quadrant. Now in second quadrant, value of cos is negative. Also, it is odd multiple of pi by 2, even multiple of pi by 2. So whenever even multiple of pi by 2 is there, that is 180 minus 2a, then that function won't be converted into the complementary function. So this function will remain same, that is cos will becomes cos only. So it will be what? Minus cos times 2a. Why minus cos times 2a? Because it is in the second quadrant. So for the numerator, sin 90 minus a is cos a and cos 180 minus 2a will be equal to minus cos 2a. Now we will move to the expression which is given in the denominator, cos 90 minus 2a. So here it is odd multiple of pi by 2. So 90 minus 2a, cos will be converted into its complementary function sine. So it will be equal to what? Sine 2a plus sine 180 minus a. 180 minus a means it is in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant sine is positive and it is even multiple of pi by 2, that is 180. So sine will remain sine. So it will be equal to what? Sine a. So simplifying the expressions, we can say that this numerator and denominator is converted into cos a minus cos 2a upon sine 2a plus sine a. Now further we need to resolve this equation. Now you can say that these are two trigonometric functions in subtraction and two trigonometric functions in addition. So we need to convert sum to product. So using the identity of sum to product, you can say that cos minus cos is equal to what? 2 sine addition by 2 into sine subtraction by 2. So cos a minus cos 2a can be written as 2 times sine a plus sine 2a by 2 into sine 2a minus sine a by 2. Upon sine plus sine can be written as 2 sine cos. So 2 times sine addition, that is 2a plus a by 2 into cos subtraction, that is 2a minus a by 2. Now resolving this given equation, we can say that it is equal to sine 3a by 2 upon sine 3a by 2 into sine a by 2 upon cos a by 2. So resolving this equation, we can say that it is equal to what? Tan a by 2. Let's move to next problem. Given that tan phi is equal to 4 by 3, find the value of sin phi plus cos 3 times sin phi plus 2 times cos phi upon 3 sin phi minus 2 cos phi. Now we need to use the expression which is given in this problem to find out the value of given expression. Now tan phi is equal to 4 by 3. We can convert this sin and cos into tan. That is tan phi is equal to sin phi by cos phi. So we can divide numerator and denominator with cos phi. If we do so, we will get 3 times tan phi plus 2 upon 3 times tan phi minus 2. Now we can easily use the value which is given in the question into the given expression. So the expression will be equal to 3 times 4 by 3 plus 2 upon 3 times 4 by 3 minus 2, and that will be equal to 3. Next problem. What is the value of 1 minus tan 90 minus theta plus sec 90 minus theta upon tan 90 minus theta plus sec 90 minus theta plus 1? Now there are two ways or two approaches to solve such kind of problem. Whenever you encounter such kind of a problem, first way is to assume the angle theta. Once you assume the angle theta, you will get some value, and that value is nothing but a numerical value. And now you can substitute same angle theta from the given options, and whatever the options having same value as that of the question, that will be your answer. Or otherwise, the second approach is to solve this expression. Now in this case we will follow the first approach, and let's assume the value of theta equal to 30. This value theta could be of any value. Here I have assumed the value of theta is 30. So the given expression becomes 1 minus tan 60 plus sec 60 upon tan 60 plus sec 60 plus 1. Now the logical way to guess the value of theta is to take the value of theta from the standard angles like 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. So 30 is the standard angle, so I have taken theta as 30 degree. Now solving this expression, tan 60 is root 3 and sec 60 is 2. So substituting the value of tan 60 and sec 60, you will get the expression as 1 minus root 3 plus 2 upon 1 plus root 3 plus 2. Now 1 plus 2 is 3, so 3 minus root 3 upon 3 plus root 3. Now you can take root 3 common in the numerator and the denominator, and the expression will get reduced to root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. So once you will get root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1, you can multiply and divide by the conjugate of the denominator. So if you get the expression like root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1, then the best way is to remove the root from the denominator. Now in order to remove the root from the denominator, you have to multiply and divide by the conjugate. So conjugate of root 3 plus 1 is what? Root 3 minus 1. So multiply and divide by root 3 minus 1. In the denominator you will get root 3 plus 1 into root 3 minus 1. That is a plus b into a minus b. So it will be equal to what? A square minus b square. And in the numerator you will get root 3 minus 1 the whole square. So this expression will reduce to root 3 minus 1 whole square upon 3 minus 1, and that will be equal to 2. Now solving this equation, finally the value we will get is 2 minus root 3. Now over here, once you get the value of 2 minus root 3, you have to check the 4 options which is given in your question. From these 4 options, you have to substitute the value of theta equal to 30 degree, and for option on substituting the value of theta equal to 30 degree into all the 4 options, those options, the option which gets the value equal to 2 minus root 3, that option will be your answer. Or the other way is tan 30 degree by 2 is nothing but tan 15 degree. So this value is nothing but the value of tan 15 degree. So if the value of 2 minus root 3 is the value of tan 15 degree, tan 15 can be written as tan 30 degree by 2, and that value will be equal to tan theta by 2, because we have assumed theta is equal to 30 degree. So the value of this expression will be equal to what? Tan theta by 2. Next problem. What is the value of sine 25 into sine 35 into sec 65 into sec 55 equal to? Now in this question, first of all you need to check whether the angles given over here are standard angles or not. Standard angles are 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. The value of all the trigonometric functions at these standard angles are known to us. However, none of these angles over here are the standard angles. Now, the next step in this kind of a question is to find out the complementary angles. What are the complementary angles? If you add two angles and if you get the addition of that two angles as 90 degree, then they are considered as complementary angles. If you see that 25 and 65, so 25 plus 65 is equal to 90 degree. So this 25 and 65 are the complementary angles. Similarly, if you add 35 and 55, so 35 plus 55 is also 90 degree. So they are also complementary angles. Once you identify the complementary angles, we will use the property of complementary functions. Now, let's proceed further. Sec 65 can be written as 1 by cos 65 and sec 55 can be written as 1 by cos 55. Now, after this step, we can use the value of complementary functions, that is sin 25 and cos 65. They are 25 and 65. Addition of 25 and 65 is 90 degree. So they are complementary functions. They are complementary angles. Now, cos 65 can be written as cos 90 minus 25. And cos 90 minus 25 can be written as what? Sin 25. Similarly, cos 55 can be written as cos 90 minus 35. And cos 90 minus 35 can be written as sin 35. Now over here sin 25 will get cancelled and sin 35 will also get cancelled. And the answer which you will get is 1. So in such kind of a problem, you have to identify the complementary angles, that is the addition of those two angles should be 90 degree. And once it has been identified, we need to check whether these functions are complementary functions or not. Here, sine and cos are the complementary functions. So cos 90 minus theta will be equal to sine theta. Now let's move to the next problem. Find the value of tan 4 degree, tan 43 degree into tan 47 degree into tan 86 degree. Now if you see the angles over here, none of these angles are from standard angles. That is 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. These are the standard angles and none of these angles are standard angles. Now we need to check the complementary angles. So if you see that 4 and 86 are the complementary angles, 43 and 47, addition of those two angles are 90 degree. So they are also complementary angles. So we need to use the complementary property, that is tan 47 can be written as what? Cot 43. How I have done this? Tan 47 can be written as what? Tan 90 minus 43. Right. Now tan 90 minus 43 is equal to what? Cot 43. Fine. Similarly, tan 86 can be written as what? It can be written as tan 90 minus 4 degree. Now this tan 90 minus 4 degree, tan 90 minus 4 degree is equal to what? Cot 4 degree. So substituting the complementary functions over here, we can get tan 4 into tan 43 into cot 43 into cot 4. Now cot 43 can be written as what? 1 by tan 43. Right. And cot 4 can be written as 1 by tan 4 degree. So this tan 43 into tan 4 will be in the denominator. They will get cancelled and the expression, value of the expression will turns out to be 1. Now let's move to the next problem. Find the value of sine square 1 degree plus sine square 3 degree plus sine square 5 degree plus up to sine square 89 degree. So over here, none of these angles are the standard angles. Yes, but within these values, there are the odd multiples of, from 1 to 90. These are the odd angles, that is 1, 3, 5, 7 up to 89. So these are all odd multiples from 1 to 89 degree. Now from this set of odd numbers, there is one odd number whose standard value is given, and that odd number is sine square 45. So we will keep this value of sine square 45 as 1 by root 2, and we will keep this term as a separate term. Now rest of these angles, they are not standard angles. So the next step is to find out the complementary angles. Complementary means the addition of those two angles should be 90 degree. Over here 1 plus 89 is 90 degree. So these are complementary angles. Now we will use the complementary property, that is 89 can be written as what? 90 degree minus 1 degree. Now sin 90 minus 1 degree can be written as cos 1 degree. Similarly 30 and 3 degree and 87 degree, these are the complementary angles. So 87 can be written as 90 minus 3, and sin 90 minus 3 will be equal to cos 3. So using the value of complementary functions, sin square 1, sin square 3 up to sin square 45, these values won't be converted. However, the values after 45, that is 45 up from sin square 47 to sin square 89, all the functions will be complementary to those functions which are before 45 degree. Fine. So 1 degree will get complement with 89, 3 will get complement with 87. Now sin square 89 can be written as what? Sin square 90 minus 1, and that will be equal to cos square 1. Now there is one addition sign which is missing over here. Sin square 90 minus 3 can be written as cos square 3. Now sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Sin square 3 degree plus cos square 3 degree, the value of that will be also be equal to 1. Now we need to see how many pairs are there. How many such pairs are there? Such pairs means what? Sin square theta plus cos square theta, that is sin square 1 plus cos square 1 is equal to 1. Now we need to find out how much pairs are there between 1 degree to 89 degree. So between 1 to 89, excluding sin square 45, there are total 88 numbers, and these are odd multiples. So from 88, 44 are odd and 44 are even numbers. So there are total 44 terms in these expressions excluding sin square 45. So if there are 44 terms and two terms like sin square 1 and cos square 1 is making one term that is equal to 1, so there are total 22 pairs of sin square theta and cos square theta. So if sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 and there are 22 such pairs, so 22 into 1 will be the value of those numbers, and the remaining term is sin square 45, and that can be written as 1 by root 2. So 22 into 1 plus 1 by root 2 square, so that will be equal to 22.5. Let's move to next problem. Find the value of sin square 5 plus sin square 10 up to sin square 90. Now in this case, the angles are in multiple of 5. From this set of angles, there is one angle that is 45 degree, that is the standard angle. So we have to keep that angle as it is. So we can keep sin square 45 as it is. Now next step is to check the complementary angles. Now if you see that 5 and 85, these are complementary angles. Similarly 10 and 80 degree, these are also complementary angles. So sin square 90 degree value of that is directly given, so we can keep that as an isolated member. So sin square 90 is equal to 1, so we can keep sin square 90 as it is. Then we can form the complementary pair, that is sin square 5 into sin square 85. 85 can be written as 90 minus 5, and 90 minus 5 can be written as what? Sin 90 minus 5 can be written as cos 5. So sin square 5 plus cos square 5, value of sin square 5 plus cos square 5 is equal to 1, because it is the identity sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. So there will be how many pairs over here? So in this expression, total 8 pairs will be like sin square theta plus cos square theta. So 8 pairs plus there is one term sin square 45 and one more term, that is sin square 90 degree. Now sin square 45 can be written as 1 by root 2 square, that is 1 by 2, and sin square 90 degree is 1. So 8 plus 1 is 9, 9 plus 0.5 is 9.5. Next problem. What is the value of sin 10 degree, sin 30 degree into sin 50 degree into sin 70 degree? Now over here, there is one standard angle, that is sin 30 degree. What is the value of sin 30 degree? value of sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. So we can directly keep the value over here. Now we need to find out the expression for sine 10 degree into 1 by 2, because sine 30 is 1 by 2, into sine 50 degree into sine 70 degree. Now from rest of the angles, these angles are not the standard angles. Now we need to check whether is there is any complementary angles or not. So if you check that 10 and 70, they are not complementary angles, or 10 and 50, they are also not complementary angles. So none of them are the complementary angles. Now in order to move further, what we can do is we can multiply and divide this expression by 2 times cos 10 degree. What will happen if we multiply and divide this expression by 2 cos 10 degree? So in this expression sine 30 is 1 by 2, so I have written 1 by 2 over here. Then in this expression we have to multiply and divide by 2 times cos 10 degree. So multiplying by 2 times cos 10 degree, the expression becomes 2 times cos 10 into sine 10 into sine 50 into sine 70 degree into 1 by 2 times cos 10 degree. So this 2 times cos 10 degree is multiplied and divided. Now if you observe it carefully, then this expression is what? 2 times cos 10 into sine 10. That is equal to 2 times cos theta into sine theta. Because angle is same, that is 10 degree. So this expression is equal to what? Sine 2 times theta. Fine. So using the relation sine 2 theta is equal to 2 times cos theta into sine theta, this expression will be equal to what? Sine 20 degree. Fine. So the value of 2 times cos 10 into sine 10 is equal to sine 20 degree. So converting this expression, we will get 1 by 2 will get multiplied in the denominator. So it will becomes 1 by 4 into cos 10 degree, and the numerator becomes sine 20 into sine 50 into sine 70. Again we need to check whether there are any complementary angles or not. So if you check 20 and 70, so 20 and 70, these are the complementary angles. So 70 can be written as what? 90 minus 20, and sine 90 minus 20 can be written as cos 20. So using this complementary relationship, also we can multiply and divide this expression by 2. So if you multiply and divide this expression by 2, you will get 2 times sine 20 into sine 50 into sine 70 upon 8 cos 10 degree. Now why I have done multiply and divide division by 2? That you will come across in the next step. Why? Because sine 70 can be written as cos 20 degree. Now 2 times sine 20 into cos 20 degree can be written as sine 40 degree. So in this expression, sine 70 is converted into sine 90 minus 20, and that is equal to cos 20 degree. Now 2 times sine 20 into cos 20 is equal to what? Sine 40 degree. So it will become sine 40 degree into sine 50 degree. Again we need to check whether there are complementary angles or not. So 40 and 50, they makes a complementary pair. So sine 50 can be written as sine 90 minus 40, and that will be equal to cos 40. Also, we will multiply and divide the given expression by 2. So you will get 2 times sine 40 into sine 90 minus 40, and that will be equal to cos 40 degree. Now 2 times sine 40 into cos 40 will be equal to what? Cos 80 degree. So in the numerator you will get 2 times sine 40 into cos 40 is equal to sine 80 degree. Also in the denominator, this is cos 10 degree. So 80 and 10, they are making complementary pair. So cos 10 can be written as cos 90 minus 80. So finally this expression turns out to be sine 80 degree upon 16 into sine 80 degree. So sine 80 will get cancelled, and the expression value will be equal to 1 by 16. Now let's move to the next problem. If tan theta plus sec theta is equal to x minus 2 upon x plus 2, then find the value of cos theta. Now in this given expression, the value of tan theta plus sec theta is given. Also there is some relationship between sec theta and tan theta. By this standard identity, we know that sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. You need to remember all the standard identities. So this is a standard identity, that is sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. And this is similar to what? Sec theta minus tan theta into sec theta plus tan theta, and this value is equal to 1. That is a square minus b square is converted to a minus b into a plus b. Now the value of sec theta plus tan theta is given. From this expression we can find out the value of sec theta minus tan theta, because for addition the value is x minus 2 upon x plus 2. So this expression can be utilized with the given identity, and we can replace sec theta plus tan theta in this expression with x minus 2 upon x plus 2. So from that we will get the value of sec theta minus tan theta. So the value of sec theta minus tan theta will be what? X plus 2 upon x minus 2. Now we have two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. We can add those two equations and tan theta will get cancelled out and you will get 2 times sec theta, and the 2 times sec theta will be evaluated as 2 times x square plus 4 upon x square minus 4. Now sec theta is converted into cos theta, so the value of cos theta is what? X square minus 4 upon x square plus 4. Now in the next slide there are 3 questions. These 3 questions are having 4 options. The purpose of keeping those questions is that we can solve most of the trigonometric problems from the options too. So in this case we will see how to solve trigonometric questions with the help of options. Now it has been given that if value of theta is between 0 to 90 degree, find the value of sin theta plus cos theta. There are 4 options. The value of this expression is less than 1, equal to 1, greater than 1, greater than 2. What you can do is you can assume the value of theta in such a way that this theta is between 0 degree and 90 degree. Then for various standard angles for theta, you can assume that theta is a standard angles like 30 degree, 45 degree and 60 degree. And for these standard angles, you can find the value of sin theta plus cos theta. And if you are getting that value less than 1, greater than 1 or greater than 2, that you need to check from the options. Or what you can do is, you can say that variable z is equal to sin theta plus cos theta. Now we can square this variable, so you will get sin theta plus cos theta the whole square. So that will be equal to what? Sin square theta plus 2 sin theta into cos theta plus cos square theta. Now sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So the expression will become sin z square is equal to what? 1 plus sin 2 theta. Now for the first quadrant, the value of sin theta, for any angle of theta, the value of sin will be less than 1. So you can say that the value of z square will be less than 2, and thus the value of z will be less than root 2. So from the options we can say that the value of z will be greater than 1. So the answer for the question number, this question is option C, that is greater than 1. Next question, the value of x which satisfies this equation sin x plus 1 by sin x is equal to 7 by 2 root 3. Now in this question what you can do is you can solve this expression to find out the value of x, or the next approach could be, alternative approach could be to go from the options. Now we know that in the options the standard angles are given, and we very well know the value of trigonometric ratios for this standard specific angles. Now in this expression root 3 is there, and in sin 60 the value of sin 60 is root 3. So the logical guess is to keep the value of x as 60 degree. So if you keep value of x as 60 degree, then sin 60 will be equal to what? Root 3 by 2 plus 1 by sin 60, that is equal to root 3 by 2. And if you solve this expression, you will get the answer as 7 by 2 root 3. So simply by going through the options, and in the options if there are standard angles, then you can directly substitute those standard angles in the given expression and check whether left hand side is equal to right hand side or not. Next question, if sin theta minus cos theta is equal to 0 and theta is between 0 to 90 degree, find the value of theta. Now in this option also the standard angles are given, that is pi by 2, pi by 4, pi by 6 and 0. So simply you can go through these options and check for which value you are getting sin theta minus cos theta is equal to 0. Now if you check that value of sin theta and cos theta at theta equal to pi by 4, they are same. That is 1 by root 2 and 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2 is equal to 0. So the answer for this question is option B. Now this is the end of part 2 of trigonometric functions. Thanks for watching.